Did you know 40% of Americans say their fear of public speaking is holding them back in their career? Speaking up in meetings, making presentations, even guesting on podcasts can boost your career and your income. Yet many of us would rather face snakes than an audience. I'm Kat Miller, and this is Dice TV. You're a tech, not a public speaker. You work behind the scenes, and you pretty much would like to keep it that way. But today, as the tech units work more with business units, techs are finding that they need to speak up more, offer their expertise and their opinion. All people, not just techs, rate speaking anxiety 10 to 20% higher than heights, spiders, fire, and even death. For more on this, we turn to Dino Londas, a writer on the Dice Blog Network, and he also writes a consumerization column for Byte. Welcome back, Dino.
Well, hello, Kat. Yeah, I didn't seem to get my fake snakes in time, but...
I don't have any fake snakes here either, Dino. Dino, you were a stand-up comedian once, right? How long did you do that?
Well, on some nights it seemed like forever, Kat.
Right. But I mean, did you have stage fright?
Every time. But I don't think that this is the same. I mean, when a tech speaks up, like any professional speaking to peers or colleagues, they fear that they're going to sound dumb, or they're going to be contradicted, or they're just going to go blank. Right. Which reminds me of a story. I once heard an expert witness who had tremendous stage fright. He was tops in his field, but he was petrified to address the courtroom. So he started by saying to the courtroom that he didn't speak in front of people enough for him to shake his nerves. So he might appear nervous to them. And just by saying that calmed his nerves.
Yeah, but that's not going to work in every case. I mean, you can't speak up in a conference room by saying, I want to make a point about that, but first I want everyone to know that I'm nervous right now.
Right, that is not going to work.
No.
And for those situations, bring an agenda. You know, what's your desired outcome from the meeting? I once made a presentation about dictation software, some new product that we were bringing in, it's some enterprise product, and I'd done all the research, I had all the answers, or so I thought, but I failed to develop a point of view. You know, in other words, I didn't even know why I was calling my own meeting.
Okay, so what about speaking on stage with a prepared presentation?
Well, that I can speak to. I'm generally soft-spoken, and I've learned that when on stage, you can always start loud and bring it down, but it's hard to start low and bring it up. And when you start loud, I mean big, the words seem to follow.
Yeah, I found that to be true. And generally speaking, I find that people want you to do well, whether it's an audience or just a few people in a meeting. You know, people are too into their own stuff to notice your anxiety.
I agree. Yeah, do you get nervous on stage, Kat?
Well, not so much if I'm well prepared.
Right. And that's probably the key, right? Focus on the message, and the rest should follow.
All right. Well, thanks, Dino.
Well, thank you, Kat. I'm so glad to be back.
Aw, well, I say goodbye, and so do my snakes.
Goodbye, snakes. Goodbye, Kat. Snakes and cat. Lots of animals.
Oh, another cat joke. They're so hilarious. Bye, Dino. I'm Kat Miller. This has been Dice TV, and we now return you to your regular desktop.